Find out how to bump up your resume and dress the part for your future career.
And there's a new major coming to Texas State. Find out about this and more coming up next here on Studio A.
Hello everyone and welcome to Studio 8. I'm Candace Evans.
And I'm Kevin Quintero. We are joined by Durant and Leighanne Coleman.
We have a career-driven show today, and we're going to start out with Leighanne. Now, Leighanne, I know that you did a story about internships. Now, we're all students here, but not all of us have participated in one. Can you give us an insight about the importance of it?
Yeah, so I just got back from Disney World, so I have a personal experience I can kind of talk to you guys about. And from that, I just learned so much in that experience. And I think it's important for students to understand how much hands-on experience really is and how important that can be. So.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to learn more about this. So let's take a look at your story.
As today's job market becomes more and more competitive, college students are figuring out new ways to stand out to potential employers. In an increasingly competitive job market, students are realizing that having a degree isn't enough. Those who have hands-on experience to go with their degree now have an advantage. One way to get that hands-on experience is through an internship.
So we can make dreams come true here. However, you have to help yourself.
Chuck Kaufman is the internship coordinator for Texas State School of Journalism and Mass Communication. He says an internship is important in getting a good job, but hard work is the key.
So students who put in the time, work hard, and really are committed to learning skills and practicing skills will develop a good, strong work ethic and go get great jobs and great internships.
So the question many students find themselves asking is, how do I get my foot in the door? Well, come on in. Businesses use things like career fairs to offer dozens of internships to eager college students.
It is very intimidating coming to these business fairs and showing your resume. You hope you're good enough kind of thing. Once you get into the business world, it really isn't as scary as you think. Everyone, it's kind of like coming to college out of high school. Everyone is kind of in the same position. Everyone is looking to try to make it. So everyone's really supportive.
That 4.0 might look good on paper, but students should ask what actual practice and experience they have in their chosen career. If the answer is not that much, it's very possible that the person next to them has more and has the inside track on their dream job.
Those career events looked very beneficial. Now, besides those, how else can students get involved with internships?
Well, so I know that career services here at Texas State can be very helpful, but also I think that talking to an advisor in your department is really the best route to go because they can sit down and be very thorough with you and go through the different steps, depending on which direction you want to go as far as the job. So.
That's awesome. So since you had an internship yourself, what advice would you give a student on landing one of their own?
So I think the most important advice that I can give to other students is to take advantage of this early. I think freshman, sophomore year is the time you need to be looking at this. I regret doing it my senior year because now I've been put back in school a little bit. And so I think that's the most important thing.
To make sure you get that internship, Texas State offers Career Closet. Nina, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. So the Career Closet is an LBJ, and what they do is pretty much rent out clothes to students so they can wear to internships or job interviews because, those clothes can be kind of costly.
Cool. Well, let's look into that.
Many students have the right stuff on their resumes, but when it comes to dressing the part, they've got some catching up to do. Last fall, the university opened its Career Closet, where students can borrow professional clothes that are donated by fellow students, faculty, staff members, and local businesses. Career Closet staff help advise students on what clothes work for them and which ones to wear for an interview.
I liked being able to ask them, does this look okay? Because usually when you go shopping for this kind of stuff, you're alone. I'm not very confident, so I was I need somebody to help me be this is a good look, you're gonna be professional.
Texas State's Career Closet not only shows that they care about their students' education, but that they also care about getting them a job even after college.
We try to give them every, opportunity to present themselves in a professional manner through their resume, their elevator pitch, and how they dress. We don't want how they dress to affect their interviewing techniques or even their success at a job fair. So we want them to be as confident as possible in any of those situations.
The Career Closet is located on the 5th floor of the LBJ Student Center and is open from 8 until 5, Monday through Friday. It is open to all majors, but a Job for Cats account is required to rent clothes. Although the service is free, students must pay to have clothes dry cleaned before returning them to the closet. Students are able to keep the rental for up to 5 business days. Since opening last September, over 70 students have used the Career Closet.
So Nina, does the Career Closet also offer accessories?
It does actually. They have like ties and belts that you're able to rent out as well.
Awesome. So do you know how it's organized?
I do. It's men's clothes on one side and women's clothes on the other. And then after that, it's organized by size. And they also have a really great staff who's there to help you like sort through it all and pick stuff out.
That's awesome. That's going to be very beneficial for the next student to, for the next job interview because, clothes aren't cheap. So that's awesome. Changing things over to Kevin. Kevin, I know that you did a story about a new degree program coming over to Texas State. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, the School of Journalism and Mass Communication actually offers a new degree coming this fall. It's called Digital Media Innovation, and it's a degree that focuses more on the technical side of all these new upcoming jobs.
Awesome. That sounds like it's going to be a great addition to the school. So let's take a look at that story.
Over the last 3 years, digital media instructors at Texas State have been working on the process of getting a new major approved. Now, the time to launch is right around the corner. Dr. Cindy Royo is the sequence coordinator of Digital Media Innovation. She says she's excited to finally reveal what the major has in store for the students.
The new major, Digital Media Innovation, is the result of several years of teaching digital media courses like web design, some of the coding classes, visual storytelling, and combining them into a brand new major so that students could really focus on a digital future.
Digital Media Innovation is a crossover between computer science, digital media, and the future of journalism. Faculty hope this mix of skills will translate to better career prospects for students.
Some students were getting jobs in highly technical field that also required communication skills. So jobs like product manager, product management, but also technical roles where you have to know some code.
A Pew Research Center reports that digital advertising continues to grow and data journalism is moving to the forefront and becoming mainstream in more newsrooms. The final approval for this major at Texas State is coming later this month. Students are able to register for digital media innovation classes during the spring registration.
Yeah, I really wish I would have had the opportunity to enroll in this new degree and all these classes.
Same here. So when are the first students expected to graduate with this degree?
Yeah, fall 2016 is the first expected date for students graduating with a DMI degree, Digital Media Innovation.
That's really cool. I mean, it's unfortunate since I'm graduating soon, but I hope students in the future take advantage of this degree because it sounds really great. Coming up next, though, we're going to learn about Loop 82 and how it will affect your daily commute.
Bobcat Bobbies are here for you when you need them most. If you feel threatened or are temporarily disabled, call a Bobcat Bobby at 512-245-SAFE.
Welcome back to Studio A. If you've driven through Ocarina Springs the past 2 or 3 months, you've probably noticed some heavy traffic going on.
And we have Jeffrey Hald here today with us. Now, Jeffrey, can you tell us a little bit more about this Loop 82 project?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a really cool project right on Ocarina Springs Drive. As you may have seen from our previous episodes, there's a lot of growth in the city. And in order to keep up with that growth, we have to constantly modify our infrastructure, especially to keep up with the football the football games and the graduations, and there's a lot of high traffic times in the city. So that's what this project is to alleviate.
Definitely. I mean, there's already enough traffic just without the construction going on. But let's see what Loop 82 will do for us.
San Marcos is one of the fastest growing cities in America, and with that growth comes growing pains. One major headache for commuters is along Ocarina Springs Drive, where the Loop 82 overpass construction project is in overdrive.
As of now, we have requested that the bus stop right at Charles Austin be closed, just because that's where they're actually doing most of the construction in this particular phase. This phase is scheduled to take 25 days.
The new overpass loop will help traffic bypass the railroad tracks and multiple stoplights along Ocarina, eventually making it for a more direct ride to I-35. But until the project is complete, students and residents will face heavy delays on their commute.
Getting worse before getting better has never been more true than here in San Marcos. One of the busiest streets in the city, Ocarina Springs Drive, is currently reduced to one lane in either direction.
TxDOT is working to stay on schedule and minimize the time the road will be reduced to one lane. While the city and state see the Loop 82 project as a necessary result of growth, some San Martians feel the growth and the resulting construction are changing the city.
I feel all this construction is making San Marcos lose its small town appeal. Once the construction is done, it'll be great, but until then, it's going to be a real nuisance.
The city advises drivers to use alternate routes like Thorpe Street during the construction. Commuters who must use Ocarina Springs to drive to access their homes or businesses should plan for an extra 15 to 30 minutes on their commute.
That construction looks insane. Now, driving on Ocarina, I've already noticed the amount of congestion that's going on. Now, with graduation coming up, what are they going to do about that? Like, that traffic's going to be insane. Do you have any idea, Jeffrey?
Yeah, so in the past, we had 2 lanes in either direction, and it got horrible. And how they're going to alleviate that is they're just slightly expanding the road, and they actually have this project designed in stages. So right now, I think we're in stage 2. That stage is going to end just before May. So we won't have any problems there. And, you know, coming in the future, they're going to start again right after the high traffic dies down.
That's good. Okay.
So Jeffrey, do you know the cost of a construction project this big? You know how much that would cost the city?
Yeah, so according to what I found on the Jordan Foster Construction website, this project's actually over $20 million. Wow. It's actually the most expensive project currently going on in the city, but there's a lot of high hopes with, you know, how its benefits, and that it's really going to help us out.
Well, thank you so much, Jeffrey. That was some great information. Coming up next, we're going to wrap it up, so we'll see you after the break.
Meet up with friends at the Student Recreation Center to take part in a variety of activities. You can sign up for specialty classes such as yoga, rent equipment using your student ID, or bring your own to challenge your friends to a game of racquetball or a battle of ping pong. Rain or shine, it's always game time. For more information, go to campusrecreation.txstate.edu. What will you do today?
That's all we have for today. We both like to thank our reporters that we had today, Nina Durant, Leighanne Coleman, and Jeffrey Hald. I'm Candace Evans.
And I'm Kevin Quintero. Make sure to check us out and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Studio A. We'll see you next week, and thanks for tuning in.